First option is all-inclusive.
Correct.
There are only two options, the first one or the second one.
That is correct.
Emma, wish to recommend?
I recommend or want to move option 1.
Seconded by Councillor McDonald. Okay, debate. Councillor Clement.
Thank you. The multi-purpose room. I'm just smiling because I'm thinking again of the standard freeholder, Greg Perrenboom, referring to it as the Lazarus Project that is coming back. I thought that was quite witty, and I had a good laugh to myself, but here we are again.
It's not a gymnasium.
It's not.
Clear.
It is a multi-purpose room. And I just want to boil it down to some essential things, and I'll try and be as brief as possible, Mr. Mayor. And you'll stop me if I've gone too far. This room, this multi-purpose room, doesn't just come out of nowhere. This is something that came from a city application for funding. Previous council endorsed that application and said, this is an appropriate application. We need this additional space at the Aquatic Centre. Not just for the Aquatic Centre, but a space where community life and community health is going to take place. Over the life of the project, we had to downgrade because of high costs. And by the end of last term, we had to make a decision to walk away because we had a March 31st deadline, 2011, and we had a high tender, and we just couldn't accept that this could go forward. Since that time, we've now received the good news that the federal government has extended that deadline, in effect giving us one full construction season to October 31st, 2011. And in addition to that, because of the conversation that we've had back and forth with the different levels of government, they have encouraged us to apply for additional funding, and that they will look at that application quite seriously to see that this project goes through. One of the main issues for me is that $111,000 that we have spent on design fees. $111,000 already spent, and which may just be put quite aside if we don't go the distance on this project. So this motion, I think, allows us to keep the conversation going. We have a clause in there saying if we don't get that funding, we can still decide that we can't afford it. But the way the option is written here, it allows us to try to go the distance, to continue that conversation, to see if we can't get the funding from the government. Governments that have approved this project and told us, we agree that you're competent and that you can do this project and that your city deserves it. And so rather than throw $111,000 away, I would rather see us move forward and go the distance on this project.